Today, we did another lure review, and as I explored the backwaters searching for nice fish, let's just say this lure exceeded my expectations. The lure of choice today is a Fluke, a bait with a lot of versatility. As I loaded up my 4 rods and prepared for a quick trip closer to home, I was confident that these would produce. Lately, I have been using these a lot with clients, and with some great success, I decided to bring it on over to the YouTube channel and see if we can make some of the same action happen.
Beautiful fish, man.
As I walked to my skiff around 5 p.m., I had no clue the amount of cool eats that I was about to experience.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alrighty guys, hope you guys have been good. We are back with another video, and today we're kind of continuing that lure review series. Started with the 3.75 inch NLBN. Today we're going to be doing not a specific brand, but more so a specific lure, and that is a Fluke. If you guys aren't familiar with them, this is kind of what they are. I like rigging them weightless or with a screw on or just a little bit of weight, but it basically is just a bait fish pattern that you skip, you can let it sink a little bit, kind of subsurface, side to side. Just has a lot of versatility, and that's what I love about this bait. It's probably one of the most versatile baits you can throw. But got 4 different colors. Got this is a 4-inch DOA and just white. Got another 4-inch DOA and chartreuse. And then we're throwing Z-Man 5-inch jerk shads, one of them in root beer, one of them in electric chicken. So probably gonna try to show you guys each of them, but if this one's working, we might stick with it. But guys, versatile bait, has a lot of different uses, works very well. Also too guys, throwing the Florida Fishing Products Osprey CE Pro. I love these reels. They are great, awesome people over there. I use these for guiding and also just on the YouTube. You're throwing it on the Bulls Bay, medium 6 to 12. Super light setup and works really well. So if you guys wanna go check out these reels, go check out their website, floridafishingproducts.com. But like I said, phenomenal reel right here. Not much time to waste. It's 5 o'clock, so gotta get going in about 3 hours. But this is the best time of day to fish back here in Estero. Outgoing tide just started, and we're gonna go get on them. So with that being said, guys, let's go get on some fish.
This is where I started fishing, a seemingly freshwater creek that was pouring out tons of water. These brackish creeks are often littered with these mangrove leaves, which in turn stain the water dark brown due to the release of an organic compound referred to as tannins. As I began making some casts, the action was nearly immediate.
Alrighty guys, so high tide right now. Like I said, it's outgoing, which is good. All fishing some creeks, but really with this Fluke, there's a little deeper cut here. So basically I'm just gonna let this bait sink a little bit. Guys, another thing too, like you just saw there, when you rig it like I have it rigged right here with this 2-aught, I think it's a VHC circle hook or VHC screw-on hook, they're very weedless, which if you're like me, you like being aggressive, you like skipping it, can be a massive advantage. Sometimes it can be a little daunting when you're throwing like a swim bait or something with a really exposed hook. Guys, I thought that was about to be a giant. It was dangling from a tree, landing in the water. And this guy came and smoked it in my line. When I set that hook in my line, he was running like crazy. But you guys can see that, just a beautiful little snook. Just a beautiful little snook, ate the Fluke. Let's get that out of him and just take another cast. Right back to being weedless. Let's go. Oh my gosh. So awesome, guys. So guys, oh, it pulled. Dang it. Oh. Little red. So guys, There's a sandbar right here. Skipped this fluke. Had about 4 or 5 swipes on it. I think mainly from the same red. Wish I could have showed you guys that one. He wasn't huge, but still would have been our second species I wanted today. Back here, the colors on those things are so pretty when they're back in these creeks. Oh, giant red. Giant red was looking at it. Oh my gosh. That redfish just nosed up on it. That thing was 26 inches. He nosed up on it, came up, and I twitched it. I thought he might have wanted some movement. Guess not.
I continued to move back deeper into this creek, looking for more of what just happened.
All right, so we had a snook, had a redfish on, and then had another big redfish come and eat, all within the first 25 minutes. Something big just spooked. Tarpon right here. All right, I think there's some tarpon in here. That was a giant fish. That was a giant. That was a giant fish. Oh my gosh, that was a 40-inch fish. Guys, I don't know if that was a snook or a redfish. Probably a snook back here in this fresh water. He literally came up. Honestly, could have been a redfish. That was a giant, absolute giant. Alrighty guys, well, we just had possibly the biggest fish of my year so far come up. I don't know. Maybe I can see it better in the footage.
In hindsight, I think it was a big redfish, but it did not take long after missing that one that we finally connected on a fish.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Am I in Louisiana right now? Like, actually, stay pinned. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Let me get the net. 2 redfish came out of that little creek. The way this thing ate. Like, what is happening? All the redfish are back up in here in super fresh water for some reason. Got him. Guys, I don't know what is happening. Like, I legitimately, that is like a Louisiana eat. I'm going there in October. I might have just gotten teleported there. Good Lord. Gosh, that thing is so freaking, look how his belly is literally red. Fluke right there. Awesome. Guys, look at the colors on that guy. Gorgeous fish. He's drumming like crazy. Let's get him back. Go back with your buddy. That thing was with another fish. I don't know what's going on. That makes me think that fish back there was a 33+ inch redfish, because their mouths are lower on their heads. They have to come out of the water to basically eat them. That thing swiped. I cast it over its back. They spooked from out of the mangroves. They heard my bait. They spooked out of the mangroves as a pair. I cast my fluke, reel it in front of his face. He missed it 2 times, pops it like a topwater. Unreal. God is good. Let's go get on another one. All right, now we need a tarpon, which I saw one roll. So let's go get another one. Guys, I don't know why, time of year, but this water, as you guys can see, is super fresh. And these redfish are loaded up in here. Giant redfish. Are you kidding me? I just had 2 redfish come up and eat it, both big. All right, we're going through here. I wasn't going to, but we need to keep pushing further back in here. There's redfish everywhere. Those were both really nice reds. You just keep missing it. Guys, we have now missed like 3 redfish. Look at this. God, there's just everything here today. What snake is this? Let me see. Looks like, some sort of water snake. Some sort of water snake. I wonder if a redfish or snook has ever tried to smoke one of those things. I think that might have been a banded water snake. Those things are pretty. I used to have one as a pet. Alrighty guys, well, first bait down. I'm going to be switching to this chartreuse just because it's the same size. Some of these redfish, 5-inch bait might be a little bit too big. Little snooky. Yep, snook love the chartreuse. You guys see what we're fishing now? Really shallow. And I honestly don't usually fish this little flat, but figured before this tide gets too low.
5 minutes later, the next redfish of the trip decided to make an appearance.
That was epic. Upper slot redfish. Must have been frayed up. Just a random part of the braid. I don't know if you guys saw that. Redfish came out of nowhere. Absolutely smoked it. Just so freaking disappointing. Literally destroyed it, set the hook, and he took everything. Now throwing the electric chicken down to 2 baits, root beer and electric chicken. Well, you guys see the flukes work. My braid must have been frayed up, which I don't doubt. I mean, these things have been getting used 3 or 4 times a week. Braid is kind of old. That was 10-pound too. Doesn't take much to fray that up, and on a hook set like that, you set the hook on a nice sized fish. Not the craziest thing in the world.
As you guys might have figured out by now, I accidentally left the extra soft plastics at home. Luckily, I had 4 rods rigged up with different colored flukes. Although, after instances like that, they were being depleted swiftly. And as I swapped to this electric chicken color, it was not long before we completed the slam I was after.
I think it's a tarpon. Yep. There's our slam. Alright. That makes everything a little better. Jeez. Here we go, a little tarpon right there. You see the bait? Let's get him out. Alright guys, look at that fish. Beautiful little tarpon right there. Saw a big bull shark, so I'm not trying to do this too long. There we go. All right, guys, well, we're literally down to our last fluke. Thank God I brought 4 rods. Root beer, which I don't necessarily love. Just had another big redfish come eat it. Bruh. How does a mangrove snapper decide he wants to eat that? Bro, I am gonna lose my mind. Piece of... I am literally horrible at fishing. What is happening? I have left so much on the table. First of all, I left my lures at home. I would be throwing a 4-inch chartreuse or white. Instead, I'm forced to use this 5-inch electric chicken, which I don't mind, it works. That was sick, he ate it right when it hit the water. All right, that bait is cooked. We're gonna have to go back to this root beer, unfortunately. I'm going to lose my mind. How is that possible? That was another nice redfish, I think. Oh, there's some right there. Another one just missed it. I didn't even set the hook that time. Literally tried to let him eat it. This is just insane. These 5-inch baits might just be too big for these fish. All right. Guys, I mean, these baits are just, flukes are probably the best bait you can freaking throw. One of the best baits. Super easy to work. Catch a bunch of fish. I mean, I genuinely think if I didn't leave my baits at home and I could have kept throwing those 4-inch, I would have like 6 redfish in the boat right now. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but you guys have seen how much missed hits and missed hook sets I've had on this thing. And I mean, this bait doesn't even work properly right now because it's just so messed up. It's so cool when they eat it instantly like that. This is insane. I just had another redfish come and eat it. We need to end with one, please. This is, I think I'm getting trolled. Actually insane. Bugs are eating me. Just had another redfish miss it. And guys, this is what eats it. I mean, I've had a good day. I got a slam. And I don't have pliers. Oh, this is a blast. Those things are not cool.
I took that catfish as a sign. My day was ending, and overall, it was one of the most productive days I've had on this channel in the last month. I decided to wrap up our day as I tried to grasp what just unfolded.
Guys, let me just start by saying it is hard to have a bad evening when the view behind me is what it is right there. So always grateful to get out here. But with that being said, I think we legitimately went 1 for 10 or 1 for 11 on fish. Fish that either waked up on it super hard, barely ate it, and dropped it, or I missed the hook set, or fish that snapped off or just shook the hook. Absolutely insane. All redfish for sure. I thought that big one might have been a snook. Looking back, 100% a 30+ inch redfish. But guys, these lures work. I was throwing the Z-Man 5-inch jerk shads and the DOA 4-inch Fluke. And when you throw them on these weightless hooks, they are awesome. They're one of the most versatile baits from ways you can work them, and also just different weights. You can throw 1/16 up to like a 1/4 ounce on these screw-on hooks, and works awesome. But I feel like I left so much on the table. I'm getting obliterated by no-see-ums. I'll be back here with the fly rod, with other baits. I mean, this was just awesome. So many fish around. Always good to come out here. I mean, I got out on the water at like 5, so if you guys want to come out, I would recommend fishing after work. That being said, guys, it is 8:23, sun going down, beautiful sunset, absolutely gorgeous. Want to thank God to get out here, and hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty insane video, even though I didn't technically catch a crazy amount of like big fish. But you guys, if you guys know, you fish enough, you know you can't always catch them half the time. Just cool enough to just see them come do that on the bait, you know what I mean? So always grateful. See you next time, guys. If you want to do this, come book a trip. It's in my YouTube profile or whatever, but God bless you. See you next time.